Check 1, 2. Excuse me. What's going on, guys? JSkeleton here with a brand new live stream, guys. Today, we have 17 seconds to go. Very last minute stream, but thank you guys in advance for tuning in. We're going to be watching the reveal of Destiny 2 Year 2, the Forsaken DLC. It's a little bit blurry. It's not me. Oh, it is me. I'm streaming. Oh, okay. Hold on. I was watching it in 480p for some stupid reason. Give me 1 second. It's kind of the worst time to have to do this, but let's do it. Come on. There we go. Just in time. Literally in this. Oh, no. Hold on. Okay. What's going on here? What's going on here? I apologize in advance. I think it's Twitch that's twitching out of me. Yeah, it's Twitch. Okay, so we're gonna close Twitch. Give me a second, guys. We're gonna reopen it on YouTube. I already have it open. Give me 1 second. You're not. Oh crap! Oh crap!
We have this opportunity that we wouldn't have had years ago.
Dang it!
To
Dang it! Dang it!
And then really collaborate.
This is the worst timing ever.
The studio to figure out, like,
there we go.
What
Boom.
is the best
Got
version
it.
of that?
We got it.
So, yeah, like we're building something the community has been asking for.
Last
and
minute.
It's accumulation of everything.
Last bloody minute.
We believe the game needs to be.
The upside to that is we're not holding anything back.
All the feedback we've heard for the last year is, this is it. It's in Forsaken.
Dang.
We want this release to have a different tone and a different vibe.
We sort of just embrace that Western revenge vibe.
You're going to go to a darker place. You're going to take on a different role as a guardian.
There we go. Let me know if the volume's good enough for you guys, my friends.
A barren landscape with like the asteroid vibe with like tumbleweeds, and I mean that just sounded cool.
Grit, man. Want to bring the dirt back.
But what better way to start a story than to start it with a prison break?
Right.
Cade's been filling this prison with bad guys that are really bad, and so when it breaks, things can happen to all the world.
First place you're going to go to is the Tangled Shore, which is a new part of the reef that you've never seen before.
That's right, my friend.
It's a collection of lashed together asteroids and rocks out in the asteroid
It's
belt.
very otherworldly, and it's full of
pirates and assassins and
bad guys.
It's become a lawless place. It truly is a frontier. It's completely taken over.
The most malevolent force there is the Scorn. They're very aggressive. They're always going to charge and push you.
The Barons are the top dogs in the Scorn, and each one has gone back and like committed nefarious crimes.
I think of it as the reverse Magnificent Seven, like the worst of the worst criminals. You are hunting down these different Barons. In fact, they're called Baron hunts. So one Baron is a sniper, and you have a sniper versus sniper battle with them. Another Baron is this big, giant, hulking melee character.
Now, why is it buffering? What the heck is going on here? I don't know if it's on my end or their end. No notification, eh, Darrell? Gotta love YouTube. I don't know why everything is lagging. Like, what the heck is wrong with my internet?
Like, no, man, you up. You're taking the wrong weapons, or can I say?
So randomables are coming back. Every single weapon is going to feel different when it drops. And we're improving the mod system, so you can customize your weapon the way you want it.
Why is it buffering, man? I don't understand.
We've got a whole new masterwork style system coming together where you actually are able to kind of move your levels up over time.
Okay, come on, dude. Are you kidding me right now?
So there's investment back on the weapons again. New super.
Are you for real right
yeah,
now?
Crazy.
What's your favorite?
Fire knives are awesome.
I apologize. Try it in 720.
I'm in love with the new Void Warlock. Teleportation that's like super anime, just like
We've been having great games with the Arc Warlock.
Basically cast this thing, he pulls back. Yeah, and it's gonna break the game, and I think that's amazing, yeah. You know?
We also wanted a new weapon type that felt meaningful, so we came up with a bow and arrow, which seems kind of crazy, but when you use it, you feel like godlike.
It is utilitarian, it's fantastical, it's also sci-fi.
Stream working good on you guys then now?
Bow, we have a medium range bow, we have a long range bow. We built this guy who's like supposed to be super techie.
You're like, why would you ever choose a bow in a game that has an automatic, machine gun? But boy, it's deadly.
I mean, that's a nice machine gun you got there, buddy, but right, and then it's done.
That's sick.
The biggest thing for me going into production on this game was like a new way to play, a new thing to do that like is new to Destiny.
Let's see what we've got.
You want to be able to give players what they want, but also surprise them.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Destiny begs to marry PvE and PvP together.
It's like adding bacon to peanut butter and jelly.
You start off being able to see the other team that you're going to compete against, so you can taunt each other, you can emote.
Each team is in their own separate arena, and they're being assaulted by combatants.
They're dropping motes for you to collect, you bank them.
When you put them in your bank, you're going to send a blocker over to the other side. That locks their bank down. They can't put motes into it until they take out that blocker. Filling up your bank with the motes is how you summon your primeval. You burn it down, that's it. Round's over. The interesting part is that we allow one person from your team to go over to the other side and physically invade. I mean, I've seen people that just hate PvP. Like, the first time they invade, and they get multiple kills, they'll come back and they'll be like, suck it! It's awesome.
That's sick, dude.
We leave the raid team alone. I mean, if you can't tell, like, we just kind of let them do their own thing. But
we have Joe over there.
For this next raid, we wanted to get back to the epic adventure where you're going out to slay a big monster again. This raid has more bosses than any raid we've ever had before, and we're really excited to get players in there.
Yeah, looks so
the raid
dope.
is actually about more than just the raid. It's about the dreaming city, the place that the raid exists. And it's an in-game destination that we've never done before.
It's the awoken homeland.
I could talk about the dreaming city for hours. It's like if the Vault of Glass and Dreadnought had a baby.
If they were like twins.
Or yeah, that's actually more accurate.
Yeah, they're like twins.
If,
Yeah.
You had twins, and then you took those twins and you put them on the doorstep of Peter Jackson, raised them as his own, and then that's the dreaming city.
It is
That's
magical and weird and mysterious.
It's designed to be a destination that has puzzles that you need to solve.
A lot of hidden corners, lots of passageways that might not seem to exist the first time.
And the raiders, they affect this destination. They change it for everyone.
It's like this cyclical endgame place where there's just secrets and different activities that unveil over time.
This place looks so
the Dreaming
dope.
City that you see at launch is not going to be the same Dreaming City 2-3 weeks later.
So with every design decision we made for the Forsaken, like the first thing we ask is, how will the community react to this?
Players want their investment in Destiny to matter, and they want to be able to see that reflected in the content.
We knew we wanted to do something for the collectors in our game, so we built a feature called the Collections. It's a way for you to track all the items that you can go out and acquire.
There's so much gear in our game. There are 2,000 items you can get. Go get them.
You can look at sets and you can say, I haven't filled out this set. What do I have to do to go get it?
If I want to find like how many guns in the world, I can actually go look now.
We also had a triumphs thing, which is just acknowledging your achievement.
It like ties into records, it ties into lore.
It's a thing that can help you drive like, hey, I want to do that. And if I do those things, I can get a title. Like I can have a title floating over my name that says that I'm a god or whatever. Not me, but like you.
We wanted Forsaken to feel like a game that never ends, so we're going to reinforce the hobby and make the experience something that can be played night over night.
We're changing the weapon slots. We're changing how the pursuits work. We're adding new features like the collections and the triumphs. We built Gambit.
We've got a whole bunch of new weapons to chase, exotics that are really powerful.
We have Lisa focusing on some sweet new exotic armor. Maybe we gone overboard, like dialed it too high.
Or to go out there and collect in the world, exotic armor pieces to go out there and hunt.
We're working on Armor perks, random rolls, new mod system.
Power 600,
new
are you
subclass
serious?
pass.
We're making Forsaken for people who love Destiny.
Making a game that we can all love. That is the goal. That's what we're going to constantly be pushing towards, always.
Everything we're building is through that lens.
September 4th.
Hello.
I just saw you guys in that video.
Yeah. I know, it's very, very
So is
fancy.
this, are we live? Is this real?
Calm down, dude.
I guess. Is this now?
It's just me.
Okay.
Everything's
All right.
fine.
Okay, good. Well, in that case, welcome to the live portion of the show. That was obviously a Bungie Vidoc, so that we could reveal Destiny 2 Forsaken, a major expansion to the game that we've been playing since last September. And this September, we're going to have all new ways to play and collect and evolve and do awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So it's my pleasure to introduce you to my two fellow co-hosts, two developers who have been leading our team in the development of this new adventure. They are Scott Taylor.
Hi.
And Steve Cotton.
How's it going?
So these two gentlemen have been with me on stream previously. If you've been watching Bungie streams for a while, they may seem familiar to you. Scott, you and I sat next to each other right around this time last year.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yep.
God, time passes
It
so
does.
fast when you're playing fun. So we were together for the reveal of Rise of Iron.
Yeah, that was great.
And Steve, you and I traveled all the way to Germany by way of 2 planes and 4 trains.
18
and
trains.
Right, Echo? It was so freaking hype,
you were
bro.
on stream for the first time that we ever revealed private matches and playing in Rise of Iron. So welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
For people who might not be familiar with you, for people who might not know what you do here,
Oops. Sure.
talk to me about what you do at Bungie and what your contribution to Forsaken has been.
Right, so
One sec,
I am
guys.
the Forsaken project
just screwed
lead.
up
My primary
something. One
job is
sec.
controlling Steve. When I'm not doing that, we work with a lot of awesome people, the leads of the game, to make sure that Forsaken ships and is everything that we want it to be. So that's kind of what I do.
Do you concur? Are you under control?
Well, for loose cannon, I guess.
There you go.
No,
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
He keeps me under control.
Yeah.
He's
Step
good.
into analysis.
Step into. What is it?
Look at that, it worked.
It's the Westworld.
So what's your role?
There we go.
Forsaken?
Oh yeah. You know, in a game, any game, but a game like Destiny especially, somebody kind of has to try to keep the whole game in their head so that we're making all the right decisions for.
You got the
what's best
expansion
for the
pass for the
game.
second
So,
time?
I guess
This
that,
time
I
for
mean, that's what I
PC?
do,
Nice, dude.
And you know, set high level direction
That's
and goals
sick.
for the teams. But mostly, I think I just listen to a bunch of great ideas and nod a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and we, enabling so many different disciplines, so many different teams to work on this game, and we got to meet a lot of those teams and a lot of those people in the Vidoc. Narrative designers, sandbox designers, mission designers, activity designers.
Yep.
So it's all coming together all over again under your direction. So we're grateful for it. What have been your overall goals? What have been your super objectives in the leadership and guidance of all these teams working together?
So we had 2 goals with the Forsaken, Scott and I. The first was
I just realized
to
my
kick off
face is
the
not
game
showing.
with a brand new story, one that had a new tone and a new style, one that we're both really.
I'm
really
so
excited
dumb, dude.
about.
I
saw
completely
a little bit of it in the Vidoc, but
just a little
bit. We're not going to talk about that much. I think we want to leave. I think we want to leave that for a little bit later. But the other goal was that we wanted to reinforce the Destiny hobby.
Sorry, guys. This was
and
like a
that was
last-minute
about bringing
stream,
depth
so
back to the game.
I didn't
It's
set
about
everything up perfectly.
depth in the way that we challenge players, and the way that they discover secrets and the systems, and the way that they learn about the game and feel smart and think about the game. So those were the 2 goals.
Okay. When you talk about bringing depth to the game, I think we took a look just briefly at the Dreaming City during
Dude, the Dreaming City
Vidoc.
looks sick.
And I think this is a great piece of evidence as to your commitment to the end game and exactly how you're bringing this depth to the end game. And I love the statement that this is the first time that we've ever built a destination to serve as the home to the end game, a place where all of those things can live.
Yeah, so I don't want to spoil the surprise here, because that's what the Dreaming City is about. About being a surprise, but it is a destination built to have some of the most difficult challenges and the deepest secrets. but it's one that I think we want to leave for another day as well.
Secrets aren't very valuable if you
we're
just
being
tell
coy
them.
about a lot.
It's funny. Yeah, we haven't. I mean, actually, we're just really excited about Dreaming City, and it ties into the raid in a really special way. And so we're showing more of that than we have before. But it's because we really want to show that the raid and they all tie together in a really impactful way. But player discovery is like really important, and so that I think we're going to
subclasses are they adding? They're adding a new subclass for each one.
Look how pretty.
It is pretty.
Look how pretty.
It is pretty, and you have a lot of endgame promises to make. These are promises that we will keep in the game, and also promises that we will elaborate on all summer long. This stream is the beginning of a conversation. I think we're kind of creating a table of contents of conversations that we will have later on. The story reveal is planned for E3. So next week we'll learn a lot more about the story.
What's going on, Campbell? How you doing, man?
We will learn more about our endgame challenges as the summer unfolds. May even invite some people outside of our studio to experience the Dreaming City and to talk about its promise, because we're pretty good at saying that what we make is cool, but an outside perspective is always valuable. So these are curiosities that we will pay off later. Apologies if you want us to delve all the way into the deepest reaches of the Dreaming City.
We want you guys to play this game.
Yes,
we want you guys to play the game.
We do, in fact, want you to play this game. So these are conversations that we'll have later.
They said the Void class for Warlock, and then
something that we talked about
did they?
a great deal in the Vidoc.
Maybe there's two.
Was Gambit.
Is there two then?
Gambit, my shirt.
Gambit, yes. Or as our community has come to know it, Redacted.
Yes.
Dang, I don't know.
So
maybe.
This was the super secret mode that we have had some people in our community get a first glimpse at here in our studio. If you were one of those people, one housekeeping note, we do want your reactions and your hot takes about Gambit to be kept under wraps until the first day of E3. But if you'd like to raise your hand and say, I have played Gambit, that's a good beat for this moment.
They can replace Redacted
with Gambit. Yeah, that's about as much as the conversation has evolved.
That seems good.
But while we did talk a lot about how it plays and what the essential experience is, what have been your goals for this new activity that we've never seen Destiny played this way before?
So it was really important to both Scott and I that Forsaken was able to deliver a new experience to people, right? And
it was in the trailer. I was having issues at first with seeing the trailer
to invent something completely new.
My stream was buffering and all this stupid crap.
Advantage of all the best aspects of Destiny. So shooting monsters in the face, shooting guardians in the face. Bring those together and then add like big bosses and small bosses and treasure goblins.
And like moat goblins. There's moats.
Moat goblins.
Moat goblins, like a golden axe.
Yeah, and then
one player's moat is another player's treasure.
That's true, actually. Yes, that is true.
If you bank
those are a thing. Those are a thing. So all of those things, and then the team did something really awesome, and they added a risk-reward strategy mechanic to the game that really changes the conversations and the way that the decisions
maybe
that you
interchangeable
make during the game.
subclass. That'd be sick.
It's no longer just about
that'd be dope.
I shoot a guy and bring him down. It's
by the way, if you guys are enjoying it, make sure you guys drop a like on
on
the stream. If you guys are new, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Should I be invading the other team? And so the result is fantastic to play. The community got to play it.
And then actually this is really cool. At E3 next week, people will get to play Gambit. That's what we're going to have there. So on the show floor, we're going to have Gambit. And Gambit will also be like on the director. It'll be its own node.
I wish it could go to
E3.
E3.
Will live alongside the Crucible, the Strikes, and now we have Gambit.
Yeah, it's its own thing. So, as Scott just said, we will be at E3 for the 6th year in a row. We'll be at the Activision booth, working with our friends to put on a great show for everyone who gathers around that space. Stop by and play. Stop by and spectate. This is our first opportunity for people to get hands-on with this new activity. Now, if it's a little late for you to be planning a trip to Los Angeles or trying to score an E3 badge and you want to join the hands-on pre-launch conversation, we're going to take that same Gambit build, that same pre-launch build that we're bringing to E3, and we're going to ship it straight to Tampa, Florida after E3 is over so that it can be playable also at GuardianCon. So we're going to be sending an away team
to
that gathering of community
dude,
and content
DLC
creators.
Looks so hype, bro.
Gambit will be playable there.
Dude, so
and
hyped.
If you want to be included, get yourself a ticket to GuardianCon because we'll be there too.
So
and we'll see you there. Anything else that we want to say about Gambit before we move on?
Just excited for people to play it.
Yes, yes. So you've talked a lot about reinforcing the hobby, and once Destiny, once the Destiny campaign is finished, a lot of players are always asking us, what's now? What's next? How are you going to keep me engaged over the course of a year? Give me a roadmap for all of the other moments when I know that my hobby as a Guardian is going to be infused with new things to do. One of our new answers to that question is something that we're calling the annual pass.
Okay.
This is a new way for us to sustain the game with new releases of content. And if we can keep the main graphic on the screen for just one moment longer, I want to call out the fact that the annual pass has 3 different releases. This is live on DestinyTheGame.com right now, and because our product pages have gone live, we just want to set some expectations for how this is different from what you may have known this year. If you played Curse of Osiris, if you played Warmind, this is a different thing. So if you're the type of person that throws your money down on something as soon as it becomes available, we'd like to set your expectations that this is different than those expansions. What we have here are 3 different releases that will come out over the course of the year. Black Armory, Joker's Wild, and Penumbra in the winter, spring, and summer to come. So these releases are a new way for us to deliver content. What would you say, what purpose would you say that these serve?
I think that the purpose here is to give you more of what you want more often. It's also about, it's more about chasing the power and the gear. Basically that's it. I mean, it's more often, more stuff that you care about.
Huge cornerstone for Destiny, the acquisition of power, the collection of new gear, the upgrading of your character. That's really what people talk about when they refer to the Destiny hobby. Let me take a deeper dive into exactly what you'll find in these different releases over the course of the year in the annual pass. And if we can give people a read on this, here is what, across these 3 different releases, you can find in your annual pass. End game challenges, obviously new things to collect, new and returning exotics, new pinnacle activities, deeply challenging things to really test your skill and your teamwork, new triumph records to collect, and we'll take a look at exactly how that'll unfold in the game, and new lore to discover and collect in the game using new tools and features that we'll be delivering to
is there going to be new story?
Every player.
That's what I want to know.
The annual pass does have exclusive content for the people that purchase it, but this collection game is about to evolve in year 2. So I would say that to set your expectations for this right now, we're leaning harder into the things that keep you coming back to the game week over week, month over month. It's activities.
Hasn't some of this stuff been free deals, like free updates though?
It's things to earn and collect. We're not leaning as hard into cutscenes or cinematics. Obviously, we're telling a story, but it's a story that you'll discover in moments of action. The reason we play the game, and things that we can collect.
I'm iffy on the annual pass, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little iffy about it.
Over time, through the annual pass, and you'll be building on the great story that you're telling in Forsaken.
Yeah, it's definitely about not having just a single moment where people come back, and having that kind of extend and stretch out.
Yeah. And each
that
of
Ghost?
these
I don't know, man. That'd be cool.
The 3 releases that we indicated, each of those releases begins a new season of play. So they kick off the season. It's a season that every player can enjoy with the people that own the annual pass, but it is sort of a thematic shift. So with the new beginning of the season, with the new release in the annual pass, we create a new theme that presides over everything that people will be doing in the game. This is obviously something that you'll need to know more about. This is something that we will be talking more about, but because it's live and because it's available right now, we felt this was an important conversation to have before everyone made the assumption that, oh, these are these 2 expansions that I'm used to getting in Destiny. We've reinvented the way we sustain the hobby. We've reinvented the way that we release new content after launch, and we'll talk more about this. We'll talk more about everything we're talking about today, but we'll definitely talk more about this soon. Anything else
dude, I miss all
that,
the stuff.
That's kind of the new raw space, but we'll get more into it. In addition to the annual pass, obviously there's all the things that we do for every player of Destiny 2. and we're going to continue to update the game. Got a brand new roadmap to put on the screen. If all has gone according to plan upstairs, we have a brand new roadmap that has been updated on Bungie.net right now. So if this isn't entirely legible on whatever screen you're using, Bungie.net has our new June 5th development roadmap, and this is where we plot the updates that every player of Destiny 2 will receive. And as you can see, update 1.2.3, 1.2.3, so you don't think I'm just counting, due out on July 17th, has some pretty exciting new developments that will change the game even before Forsaken launches.
6v6 quick play, yes.
Looking forward to the most.
Yes.
Solstice of Heroes seasonal event.
It's very fun.
Yeah. So, and while the annual pass will have different things for players to tackle and enjoy, every player of Destiny 2 is going to continue to enjoy these seasonal events, these special occasions. Solstice of Heroes really deserves its own proper reveal.
Yeah.
So we will talk more about
permanent
how
Rumble
that'll play
playlist
out.
bounties.
6v6 quick play.
Expansion 1 and 2 regular prestige.
Yeah. So the 6v6 playlist in the Crucible will permanently be home to 6 players versus 6 players. We'll keep competitive as that, intimate, a little sweatier, a little more challenging 4v4 engagements. And for those solo players out there that aren't excited about 6 players versus 6 players in those stacked teams, the Rumble playlist becomes permanent. And then all of the other things that you may have seen on a previous roadmap, bounties, prestige raid layers, and some of the different features that improve your quality of life as a player. Let's move on to year 2.
Yeah. Frig me, about time, man.
With the launch of Forsaken come a lot of interesting evolutions to the Destiny player experience. Scott, I think you can agree with me when I say
oh my goodness,
the most important development, the most important update on this list.
So many channels died because of this game. That's true.
Bullshit.
That's why I try not to focus on one game.
I think it's just. I think you.
I try not to focus on one game.
That much just move it up the
bulk
list
shader, and then shaders also are
put it where it belongs
in our other some other features.
All kidding aside, shaders have been a very large conversation in our community, but there's a lot of other things here that a lot of players of Destiny can get very excited about. Power matters in Iron Banner and Trials. So if you want to win in the Crucible and those special events, you better commit to the progression of your Guardian. What else are you excited about? What else you want to call out?
Oh man, well there's vault space, which is also another thing that we add all this content, and I don't want to spoil ahead, but that we're adding some random roles. And
yeah, sure.
We can jump into that. But those things all tie together, right? Yeah. So because we're doing that, the vault space is pretty important.
We'll take a look at gear collection and in-game triumph in just a minute, but it's important to call out that while collecting gear and keeping it in a menu that's sort of like your accomplishments, weapon randomization, or more affectionately known as random rolls, that is something that is coming back. Let's just say it again.
Yeah, they're testing it upstairs right now. It's coming back. We're bringing it in. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
What's your goal for that as a game director?
Yeah, the goal for random rolls is just to get to make earning gear more exciting to players, to personalize their chase for weapons and armor, and to really get.
What's going on, Thomas? Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching, man.
That they can
it's good to have you here.
Learn and dig into. And
welcome, my friend.
Yeah, I'm loving this recurring theme of
4 new Crucible maps.
Every drop has the potential.
200 additional vault slots.
And
that
then when you get those weapons, how do we arrange them on our character? The weapon slot changes are something that are in development. We've seen that in playtest.
Oh yeah, and yes. Actually, do you want to talk about how it works? Then I can.
Sure, like weapon slots. Weapon slots are really exciting. I mean, all those things on that list are exciting. The weapon slots, especially, because the weapon slots are really about giving you more control over your playstyle. So for me, it's about getting my fusion rifle back.
Sure.
That's just that's my priority. But for everyone else, I think it's different, right? And so now you have more control over which weapons you can put in those first 2 slots. You can still roll your 2 hand cannons if you want. Or you can roll 3 shotguns, if that's.
I do enjoy shotguns.
Yeah, but it changes the way that you think about the weapons that exist today, because it's going to force you to move things around in a way that's really interesting, and then it changes the way you think about ammo and the way that it works. And so I'm really excited for people to play the weapon slots at E3.
Yeah, and so yes, like Steve said.
Sorry, to steal your thunder there.
Whatever.
Yeah,
spoiler.
I didn't control him.
Yes.
He was next to me.
There you go.
You're a loose cannon. You're a loose cannon.
I was keeping my mouth shut for a little while on purpose.
No, so So at E3 we said we're going to play Gambit. That means we're also going to be able to play test the new thing. So if you want a sniper in your primary, you want to play the bow. Like
how does that work?
Have those things.
I didn't catch
that Gambit experience.
And an E3 test build.
Is it only in Gambit?
You know, it's usually it's in development. It's not the full. It's not the full game. It's not the finished product.
Yeah.
We usually deploy a limited inventory for use there, so it won't be the full realization of how the new weapon slot changes will work, but it'll give people a sense of how we're changing combat with access to different types of weapons for different opportunities. And like you said, you're going to let people play the way they want.
Yeah, and those are all going to be Forsaken weapons too. So it'll be new cool stuff that that people get to see in the different slots.
Yep. And I did say that Destiny won't necessarily become Rocket Launcher the game, or was that just a fever dream from a rehearsal that we had prior to the stream?
You said in the fever dream.
Did I say that live? Is this now?
No,
is this now?
Is this now?
Okay. Yeah, so there's all sorts of other conversations that we'll need to have about ammunition and balance and all of those things. So this will be a long conversation throughout the course of the summer. Where are we going next? We called out on the roadmap that gear collections and in-game triumphs are something that we're bringing to every player of Destiny 2, and we caught a glimpse of that in the Vidoc. But just to reinforce the fact that it is in fact real, I would like to break net live to a build of the game.
Can I say something?
I would love for you to say something.
So this is a build we propped from someone's machine. It's totally in development. We are going full transparent. You're going to see things, numbers, whatever. They are all like. They're not fake, but they're not real. They're
not done.
We're back in the Westworld. Like, what is it? So they're not done. And so when you see something that's a number on a screen or this is about. We're going to show you guys the bones, and I am not uncomfortable about this. This is going to be great.
This is a look behind the curtain. This is a glimpse of something that is in fact in development. You can see our brave guardian named Bungie TV. This is a hunter that we have cobbled together for the purposes of this demonstration. This is obviously not my character because hunter, but
what are you?
I'm a warlock.
I know.
Have we met?
I'm a warlock too.
There you go. How you doing? Here you go. What are you, Steve?
Take Titan. You guys can take your warlock.
Okay, so that's the end of the stream. No, I'm kidding. So if we take a look at the global navigation here on our user interface, across the top, the first thing you'll notice are some new feature tabs. The first that I'll call out are the triumphs.
Yep.
And if you can pay some special attention to some of the headers here, all of this is a work in progress.
I want that placeholder.
Call me crazy.
You want that placeholder medal? Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because it's just the build.
I actually want it just because it's like glowy and yellow.
But there's a lot of empty space.
But I swear their menus look like they're in 60 FPS instead of 30.
The Vidoc about some of the
I know that sounds crazy, but I swear
that you can display to commemorate your accomplishments.
I swear.
We're going to take a very high-level view of this.
What if?
And everything that you're about to see is a work in progress. So you
they're
can
bringing
screenshot
60
this,
FPS to
you can
console.
Speculate this. All the numbers will change. As you can see, we have Gambit-specific triumphs to collect and to lord over your friends. How you collect motes or the blockers, or you can see that we've broken this out into different categories. Again, there are not 0 of these things, but you can see that this is about
awesome explosion. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the family. It's good to have you here, man.
Things together and categorize them in ways that make sense. So that's Gambit, and then across here you can see that again the numbers are meaningless right now. We are in development. Different triumphs for PvP. You'll be dispatched by the Vanguard, and then, of course, we are collecting in-game lore so that when we're telling stories that you discover and collect, even if there aren't
Wait, did it say Dead Ghost?
Scenes, which
did it say it? I missed it.
Forsaken campaign, of course.
Did it?
Throughout your hobby as a Guardian, there are going to be
I was too busy shouting out new subscribers.
And add to this
space. And really quickly, how that works is that you're going to find items in the game that tell a story, and then you can go and gather them and collect them and then read them in here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to find that story out of order too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to find. Yeah, so like you're going to find items out in the world, and you're going to open them, and it might be page 7 of the story, and you're going to piece it together throughout your travels of all the destinations.
Like a well-armed anthropologist.
Interesting.
So let's take a look at collections. A lot of people have, when they talked about Destiny, like how many guns, how many exotics, where can I find that stuff? How do you get that stuff? this is going to be a great guide as you
I don't
assemble
know
your
if lore would
perfect
be dead
arsenal.
ghosts, man.
Again,
I think lore is like I said, like just
exploration
random
at a later
items
date,
in
but
the
just
world
to
that you're
show
gonna
you
find that are gonna add
how
like
one of these categories works.
pages to the lore.
We're going to take a look at the exotic arsenal.
Oh, no
You
worries,
can
man.
see
No
here
worries.
that we
Echo.
have this grouped out by weapons and armor. So if I find
Are they
something
adding
out in the
moment of
world,
triumphs
if I
here
buy
for?
something from Xur, if that faded
They're adding
engram
triumphs.
pays off, this gets added to my
not
collection.
specifically moments.
Yeah, so once you've acquired something, then it's
but they're
here.
adding
One of-
triumphs.
So this is obviously
So
similar.
it's
to
kind of like
the
a new
kiosks in the
spin
tower,
you
but
take
one
on
key
triumphs,
difference
from
is
what I'm
you noted
understanding.
Earlier is that this is with you at all times.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of
certain
information. I'm
weapons
trying to
like the
keep up, but
exotics here you can buy back for a price.
it's a
And
lot,
so,
man. There's a lot.
You can, you know,
I'm
with the
stoked.
vault space and with this, you can kind of move with some more confidence that you've gotten the thing that you want.
And when you say buy back, like if I were to acquire sweet business and dismantle it, not that I would ever do that.
Why would you
because
do
it's
that?
so sweet. But if I did that, and then later on somebody said, you dismantled sweet business? What are you, an idiot? Like, what, did you think you weren't going to put an exotic in your heavy slot?
Well, you are an idiot.
Yeah, I know. I am an idiot, but I still play this game, and I love it just the same. And if I wanted my sweet business back, I could use this collection system to restore it to working order in my inventory.
That's right.
Using different materials that I've gathered. It's different for different categories. It's a long conversation that we're not going to have
to be really
today.
clear, that is explicitly about how the exotics work, and we're working on everything else.
Everything else. Everything else is a work in progress. And because exotics are a thing of mystery and discovery, you're not going to tell me, you're not going to give me a full menu of what exotics you own and what exotics you don't.
No, but to note something there that I don't think we're going to exactly show, but if you were hovering over an iron banner weapon or piece of armor, it would tell
It tells you how to get it.
So it would tell you how to get it. It'd be like, go play that iron banner, or go do this strike, or whatever the circumstance is. It'll let you know. Or if it's mysterious like that, it will you know, there'll still be mysterious non-exotic things as well.
Yeah, and then we're still gathering these things together and putting them into interesting categories.
Yep.
All right.
Seems cool.
And then the same goes for your weapons. You'll tell me where I can go find all my favorite legendaries, or maybe document the things that I've earned as I progress. Do the same thing for armor, breaking that thing out across all the different activities, all the different subclasses. Collect all of your ghosts, all of your different bots, all of my ships, all of my sparrows, and flare, perhaps near and dear to everyone's heart. The flare, the things that you use to decorate your guardians. Here we have our emblems. Here we have our shaders. It's important to wear some flair. It's important to express yourself. You do want to express yourself, don't you, Steve? We really do require 15 pieces of flair in Destiny 2.
Yes.
Some people choose to wear more, and we encourage that.
So look right here.
It's
that is cool.
Mondays,
I do have a bit of a case of the Mondays, even though it's Tuesday. But we can see that this is
you are worthy.
an
I have
opportunity
that.
for you to look upon all
I
of
feel like
the
a weatherman
treasures.
pointing with the green
I don't know if
screen.
these numbers are placeholder or if they are finished. Pardon our dust.
Let's just assume they're all placeholder.
Let's just assume that they're all placeholder.
Yes. Let's play
that is a fair assumption.
Oh, look,
and then,
ghosts.
as we said over on the right,
Ghosts right here.
all of that's work in progress
here.
or even to be revealed. So
I love the
we'll
green
be
screen.
filling in the raw space over here as we finish our work on these new features.
Yeah.
And
what's going on, Neri? How you doing?
What else would you want to say about this?
Boy, I mean, like, these are features available to everyone. Triumphs and collections are available to all the players of Destiny 2. So we're excited. I think that all these things go together to tell a story about depth and about Destiny for me is at its best when I have a triumph I'm chasing that's tied to a bounty, that's tied to a material I'm gathering from a public event. And I feel smart because I chose to do these things, and I'm trying to get the lore to finish the book, and so Destiny's really unique in that way where I love Destiny the most when it's that, and I think that that's been a big piece of what we've been trying to do.
It was really powerful the moment this went in, and we imported our own characters from home, and you could see this just populate with the stuff you had and then the stuff that you still didn't have. And so I know a lot of people out there have almost as much, probably almost everything that they could possibly think that is out in the game, but this tells you, like, no, you still don't have this piece, or you still don't have this thing.
So that
which
can become
sets
a motivation.
do you want to complete?
Dead ghosts? Well, I didn't say dead ghosts. It could just be like ghosts, but I think you might be right.
Like moments of triumph where we say moments of triumph are live, and our most hardcore fans go in and say, cool, I'm done, where's my shirt, right? Like, there's going to be all new things to gather in there. There are going to be all new things that you can go and do and collect, and the collections tab will be a great way for you to sort of plan your time, which is something that a lot of people in our community talk about. I want to plan my time. I want to play my game in the most profitable way possible.
I mean, one thing we've talked about, back to the depth of the hobby and everything, is just the parallel pursuits that that players want to be on at the same time, whether it's the campaign or quests or we're adding bounties, and so this collections is just another aspect, another axis of, hey, I can be spending my time going and getting this thing while I'm getting a patrol and I'm hunting down an outlaw and I'm doing all of these things. Or the quest to delete shaders.
Yes, let us delete shaders all at once, dude.
Well, I think that's all we're going to talk about today. And I know that we have created more questions than we've answered by design. That was the plan. We will be at E3. We will be updating our blog every week. We will be at GuardianCon. We'll be inviting other people to play this game and to offer their expert external opinions. This begins that old familiar summer cycle. If you are a Destiny fan, we're going to travel the world. We're going to talk to people wherever we can find them, and we're going to introduce them to Destiny 2 Forsaken. So
we're so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming with us on this journey. Thank you for playing. We'll see you at E3.
Yeah.
We'll see you at E3.
Yeah.
And you.
And you and me and you and Lars and the rest of the people.
Tej from HMS.
Tej from High Moon Studios, who's been a great partner.
Oh my God,
the
it's been amazing. And they were like, hey, you want to work with High Moon and go to San Diego every month? And I was like, I guess that's fine. Yeah, no, they've been amazing. They've been absolutely incredible. It's been really great.
Well, we'll see them at E3 as well.
Yeah.
And if we see you at E3, definitely pull us aside and say hi. And if not, hopefully we'll see you at some point this summer. In closing, we're going to take another look at the Vidoc, but not in full. The team that made that Vidoc for us was given a challenge. We said, take everything that you're revealing, take everything that you're saying, take everything that our developers have said on camera, and compress it into 60 seconds. So let's see how they met that challenge with this. Hope you enjoyed the show. Check it out.
All right. Wow. You know what I noticed? There's a less emphasis on the Bungie devs. Like, obviously the guys talking were from Bungie, but in the vid doc earlier, there was a heavy emphasis on High Moon Studios as developers.
We're building something the community has been asking for.
So I'm kind of like,
want to be able to
I kind of
give
feel
players
like,
what they want, but also surprise them.
Kind of feel like Bungie's maybe like shifting away from Destiny.
We want this release to have a different tone and a different vibe.
You're going to a darker place. You're going to take on a different role as a Guardian.
Maybe, I don't know.
We're changing the weapon slides. We're changing how the pursuits work.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Armor perks, random rolls, new mod system, new subclass paths.
We're making Forsaken for people who love Destiny.
Making a game that we can all love. That is the goal. That's what we're going to constantly be pushing towards.
Everything we're building is through that lens.
September 4th. Well, there you have it, my friends. That's the stream. That is it. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. I'm iffy about the annual pass. The annual pass is something that I'm kind of skeptical about. Because a lot of what's in the annual pass seems to be stuff that's normally free updates. So that's kind of throwing a little bit of a curveball at me, because I don't know about that, man. It's I don't know, man. It seems a little odd. I'm trying to look up how much the annual pass is. They said the annual pass should be live right now, right? I think. No, maybe not. Excuse me. Okay, hold on. 14 results. There we go. Destiny 2 Forsaken. Holy crap, dude. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, so Destiny 2 Forsaken is like $50 Canadian. Let me put that into perspective for you. Normally, a DLC would be like 20 or 30 bucks. maybe. Like 20, 25 bucks. The frig, dude. Forsaken with the annual pass is 93 Canadian. I don't know what that is in USD. It doesn't show just the annual pass by itself for sale, though. That it does not show. Dang, dude. That's kind of weird, man. That's expensive. I don't remember Rise of Iron costing that much. I really don't. Hold on. Let me check. Let me give you that in let me give you that in USD. In I want to give you guys the US prices as well. All right. Where's the search? Give me 1 second. I can't check it. Okay, hold on. DestinyTheGame.com. I think that's what it was, right? All right, yeah, there you go. Forsaken. Pre-order now. It's probably going to show me in Canadian. What's going on, Iron? How you doing, man? I didn't really play Destiny 2 that much. I didn't like it as much Destiny 1. Yeah, I agree, man. Destiny 1 was way better. Rise of Iron was $30. 30 Canadian or 30 US? Dang, everyone's like showing up all of a sudden, man. We got like 16 people in here. Now the stream ends. Like everyone's like just like showing up. I like it. Okay. Forsaken. By itself. Forsaken. This is probably Canadian. No, United States. Give me the United States price. I want the US price. Doesn't show it on Best Buy yet. Okay, hold on. We will figure this out together, my friends. No, I want to go to GameStop, not EB Games. Every time I try to go to GameStop when I'm in Canada, it's like, do you want to go to EB Games? 35 bucks for Forsaken annual pass. Oh, that's the annual pass. I don't want the annual pass. Oh, wait, it's Forsaken annual pass. Oh, okay, so it's like the Forsaken DLC plus everything that comes throughout that year. It's still kind of expensive, though, no? I don't know, man. It seems kind of... Wait, no, because there's Forsaken plus annual pass. What the frig, bro? Yo, I am so confused right now. Okay, hold on. Does anyone know? Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. It's only showing me... Okay. What the freaking heck is this crap, bro? Okay. Let me go just Forsaken. Yeah, so Forsaken, okay, so it's Forsaken and then there's Forsaken with the annual pass. PlayStation Store. Why are you not bringing me... Hello? What? That's not the freaking PlayStation Store? Unavailable. They just said it's available. Make up my freaking mind, dude. Okay, hold on. PlayStation Store. I'll go in a different browser because it's not letting me look at the US store because I was logged in. Yeah, there we go. Destiny 2. Okay. See all the results. Forsaken. Unavailable. I'm not allowed to look at the price because I'm in Canada. Oh, never mind. It's 40 bucks. Okay. 40 bucks for the DLC in the US. I believe it was like 35 or 40 for Rise of Iron. That's just for Forsaken. If you want Forsaken plus the annual pass, it's 70 bucks US. That's crazy, dude. I don't even know, man. I feel like that's a lot of money. Like 40 bucks just for this. So the annual pass is for man, there's a lot. Okay, basically there's a lot of stuff in annual pass that seems like it's for that normally would be like free updates. That's what's kind of throwing me off. Let me see if I could find did they post a picture here? So the annual pass is basically 3 updates, right? But it's not your typical updates like we usually get with like Warmind and Curse of Osiris, things like that. So it's basically, Get Cade's Exotic Stash? What the freak? I already got Cade's Exotic Stash. What the freak are you talking about? Yeah, so there's going to be a winter, like the winter DLC, but it's not like, again, it's not your typical DLC. There's the winter, the spring, and the summer DLC, right? That's where you get an annual pass. And those DLCs are, again, they're not your typical DLCs. They're not like cinematic stories. It's not like, you know, your classic story missions. And that's what's kind of throwing a curveball at me. And I feel like that's a little... I feel like a lot of the stuff in the annual pass is normally free updates. That's the problem I'm having. Is that I feel like a lot of it is normally free updates. Yeah, there's a digital deluxe as well. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, man, but I swear Rise of Iron... Let me see. Destiny, Rise of Iron. I don't know. It's probably on sale now, but yeah, I can't freaking look at it. Dang it. Hold on. I'm going to open it up in a different browser. It'll show me the price. Rise of Iron was $40 Canadian. $40 Canadian. So that's what Forsaken is in US. So let me put that in perspective for you. Basically, for Canadian price, Forsaken is like $15 more than Rise of Iron was. I don't know, man. It's Forsaken looks really good. I think it's a little pricey, but at the same time, I think the annual pass, I'm not sure about the annual pass, man. Because a lot of those things seem like they're normally free updates. Hold on. One sec. I'm trying to look something up. Okay. So again, to put that in perspective, Destiny 1's Year 2 DLC was $40 Canadian. Destiny 2 Year 2 DLC, which is Forsaken, is almost $55. That's a $15 difference almost. Like, dude, I know that Forsaken looks amazing. I think Forsaken looks great. I think that DLC looks great. By the way, if you guys don't mind dropping a like on the stream, it would really help out the channel, the videos, things like that. If you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe and all that jazz. But I don't know about the annual pass, man. The annual pass, I don't think is worth it. I don't know, man. I need to know more about it, but it seems like the annual pass is normally free update stuff. And that's what's really screwing with my head right now, because I'm like, I don't understand. We're not getting new story missions anymore. Is that it? We're getting story in a different way where you collect stuff in the world and then you have to read pages of lore. I'm really, really skeptical about that. But the Forsaken DLC, even though it is pretty steep, I think the Forsaken DLC looks phenomenal. I do think the Forsaken DLC looks amazing. I think it looks like there's a lot of content in there. The Dreaming City looks gorgeous. It looks amazing. But I don't think... I don't know about the annual pass. And I'm really bummed out that the Forsaken DLC is so expensive. That kind of sucks. So... I don't know. What do you guys say? Do you guys think, first question, okay, one question at a time. Is Forsaken worth it? from what you've seen, is the Forsaken DLC worth it? Is it something that gets you excited? Are you hyped for it? Personally, I'm excited for it. I'm hyped for it. I cannot wait to play the Forsaken DLC. But beyond that is where I get iffy. We'll talk about beyond that in a second. But specifically the Forsaken DLC, how do you guys feel about it? I want to get your guys' feedback in the chat. Before we close out the stream, I just want to get your guys' kind of opinions and thoughts. Because, again, you know, one of the things I love about YouTube, about streaming, about making videos is interacting with other people, other gamers, other people that, you know, get excited or don't get excited for certain games. And I like to hear what other people feel and think about things, you know, in a constructive way, you know, obviously, like, you know, how you feel about it, you know. That's the beauty of YouTube, my friends. You get to kind of, you know, interact as a community of gamers. And yeah, you should make a video about it when more info comes out. I don't know if more info will come out today about the annual pass. I think the annual pass is something that's we're gonna get more info kind of leading up throughout the year. If there is more info, like solidified info that makes sense, then I will definitely make a video. Otherwise, I don't know, because I don't want to make a video on the annual pass when I'm still kind of confused about it. I can make maybe a speculation video, or not speculation, but like a video where I explain that, you know, I don't fully understand it, but, you know, if it is what I think it is, then, you know, kind of thing. I don't know. I need more gameplay before I make my decision. Okay, that's fair enough. I'm excited for new subclasses. I think all that looks pretty sweet. It looks pretty good. But again, dude, okay, Forsaken I'm sold on. Forsaken I think looks great. I'm really bummed out about the price. It's kind of crappy that it's steep. That kind of sucks. The annual pass I'm not sold on. I'm really skeptical on the annual pass. I really don't know how to feel about it. I'm really iffy about the annual pass, man. They need to convince me, because again, it's not your typical story. Like, there seems like there's a lot of stuff in it, but it's stuff that feels like some of it's normally free updates. Like, one of the things in the annual pass is like new and returning exotics. Is that going to be for everyone? And they're just putting that in, like, what? If it is for everyone, why is it under the annual pass, you know, banner, if you will? That's what kind of confuses me, because exotics are usually something that comes for everybody. It's a free update for everybody. So are they locking new exotics behind a paywall now? Is that what they're doing? If so, I think that's garbage. That's what I mean. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. You know, there's other things. Man, I wish they had posted the screenshot of it. There's some other things that just, I don't know, man. I have mixed feelings, because I'm excited for Forsaken. I'm bummed out about the price of Forsaken, and I'm confused about the annual pass. So it's like all these weird emotions all at once, you know? There's like hype and disappointment and confusion and like, I don't even know, man. What's going on, Avery? How you doing? It's good to have you guys here. Again, if you guys, let's get a like spike real quick if you guys don't mind. That'd be really appreciated, man. It really helps me, helps the channel. Even if you're not a fan of the DLC, if you want to help a brother out, that'd be much appreciated. But I don't know. Let me know. Are you guys planning to pre-order the Forsaken? I definitely will. I'm not going to pre-order it right now since it comes out in September. I'll wait a little closer to September. Kind of the money you have now needs to be for like the games that are coming out soon. You know what I mean? So I'll kind of figure out all the money out. But I'm really disappointed about the price. I'm not going to lie, man. $40. It's like, okay, fine. $55 almost. I'm like, dude, it's just like, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, there's got to be a crap ton of freaking, what's going on, Nightmare? Welcome to the family. It's good to have you. Thanks so much for subscribing. But yeah, again, we do a lot of different things on the channel, man. You know, we do, obviously, Destiny, Call of Duty, you know, other games. I'll stream other kind of games, Let's Play, stuff like that. So if you guys are into games, obviously subscribe. If you guys are into Nintendo, check out my Nintendo channel, JSkeleton Nintendo World. Do people understand that game development requires both a lot of money and time? I understand that, but Rise of Iron was $40, and now Forsaken is like over $50. They're charging almost the price of a full game. That's my issue, is that they're charging almost the price of a full game for a DLC. I get it's a big DLC. $40 I'm fine with. You know, maybe 45. But when you start pushing over the $50 mark, I'm like, okay, dude. Like, I don't. This kind of. I don't. It kind of hugs this line of like starting to be a little bit too expensive. And then the annual pass, again, a lot of that stuff sounds like stuff that was for free updates. I mean, sure, some of it, you know, maybe put behind DLC, but add some story or something. Anyways, I don't know. Those are kind of my thoughts. I got to kind of sort my thoughts in my head, but I think the Forsaken is worth it. I think there's a lot of content in it. I think it looks like a great DLC. The annual pass, I really need more information about it because right at this point, I'm confused. I feel like they're putting certain things that are normally free updates behind a paywall, like new exotics and returning exotics. I'm kind of confused about that. So, all in all, I'm really excited for the Forsaken DLC. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm hyped for Forsaken. I need more information about the annual pass. And that's that. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and in the chat if you guys enjoyed it. So make sure you guys subscribe, comment, share, and all that awesome stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, we're gonna be streaming E3. I will post. Well, go check out. I got events planned for E3. We're going to be streaming Ubisoft, Sony, Microsoft, all of that. And then Nintendo is going to be on my Nintendo channel. So make sure you guys tune in for those streams. We're going to be streaming all of the E3 conferences, our reactions, conversations, and just hangouts. So hope to see you guys there. It begins this Saturday with EA Play. And it's going to be a good time. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. You guys have an amazing day. Like always, until next time, game on. Thanks for watching.